Okay, so this workflow picks up marketing data from Google Sheets and prepares a weekly information uh, from it by organizing, um, filtering, and aggregating before sending a weekly um, email to the manager. So here is a full workflow, a full node of what I did. So I started by getting a dummy data, um, so that the workflow can pick up information immediately and execute. So here is the dummy data I used. Okay, now this is the next one is the sort node. I use the sort node to sort the data date by date so that it prioritizes recent information which um, can be used for analysis. So looking at the output here, you can see that the recent information and the recent date in a descending order from the recent to lower date. So this is the output result here. Okay, now limit. Okay, so I use limit to filter um, the data I'm supposed to use. I'm using for the analysis. So this limit here filters the number of information or the number of weekly reports that I want to give. So since it's a weekly report, I have to use the maximum item of 7 here. So it um, brings out about this is 5 rows, which is on my um, Google Sheet. So if I had about 7 of them, the 7 of them will appear here. Okay, so this is what the limit does by filtering um, information or data that is needed. Okay, so this is the JavaScript I used, uh, which is the next node. I use JavaScript here to run the analysis. Now this JavaScript here um, calculates. This is where the main um, analytical work is done. It calculates the ROI by dividing the total revenue by um, total spent. So here, this is where the analytical work was done. So looking at the screen, you can see um, what the JavaScript shows. So this is where the ROI, which is the major information needed, was calculated, and that is the output result there. Okay. Now the next one is summary. Summarize, sorry. This node summarizes um, everything. It summarizes the whole data and brings it out as valuable information. So this is the output result, the sum total, the sum revenue, and then the ROI. So I use maximum ROI. I can go back here and use some still the same. So I okay, now the final node is the weekly report, the marketing report, which is the email sent to the manager. So here is the email um, sent to. I have to use a valid email. I have to use my one of my emails. That is the subject weekly marketing report. Um, I use the text email type. So in this email, this is the way I sent the email, and I mapped the field instead of writing the email. I used the mapping to um, make it easier. So if you look at this, you can see that where I mapped out the email, and then here is the response. Um, Hi Ugu. Here is the weekly performance summary. Total leads 135, ad spend 2,800 revenue. So this is it. This is it. So let me execute this. Uh, let's go back to email and check. Okay, so here is the email that the marketing manager receives at the end of the week. Okay, now the objective of this workflow is to make reporting easier for the data analyst. Instead of spending time sending information, checking Google Sheets, sending email manually, a system like N8n automates the workflow and makes it easier for the um, the analysts to give reports, weekly reports of their marketing information. So this is an example of the workflow I did.